Welcome to Mind the Major, where I say use your mind, don't lose your mind, don't get left behind, become a mind. We family over here. The other day, I made a video in reference to the brother Kingface. The video came out kind of screwed up, okay? Due to some technical difficulties. I sat in this car for around every bit of 5 to 6 hours. I would record the video. I would check the video before I left the car. But for some reason, there was no sound. There was no sound, so I would try to keep recording the video. And recording the video and recording the video. And there's anybody that could usually view my videos, you notice that I usually use wireless headphones. And in this video, you would see that I had the corded videos, the corded headphones. That's what I had to use in order for the sound to come through properly. Now, doing all this, like I said, and having to stay in the car and doing this and that for this long period of time, it was already late. It was already late. Then by me doing this, it got even later. And the later it got, just like an average person, the body tends to get tired. Okay? But it was only for one person and one person only that I decided to take the initial video down. And they know who they are. Love you. But the video, just until the brother King face passed. He passed. Okay? And what I was pretty much saying in the video was, I was just trying to make the correlation between myself and the brother. Okay? I was really giving him props to a degree. We didn't agree on everything. I didn't agree with the Make America Great Again hats. You know what I mean? Him being a Trump supporter and the things of that sort. Those are things that I didn't agree with. But there were things that I did agree with, as far as issues with the brother that he brought up. There were quite a few that I brought up. And if anyone cares to see just what issues I did agree with him on, you could go back to I think it's my 6th video. It's between my 5th and 7th video. But I think it's the number 6 video. The video is titled Baltimore's Message to Kingface. Because I had actually watched him do an interview with Queen's Flip, and he was talking about referencing programs, bringing programs to places like inner cities like Baltimore and Chicago and so on. So when he made mention of Baltimore, that's along my lines. That this is what I want to do. I want the kids to be able to play. I want the kids to be able to grow up in a safe neighborhood and have things. You know what I mean? So when he said these things, it piqued my interest. But at the same time, him being a Trump supporter, things kind of clashed. So there was some give and take in my commentary video. I never got an actual response from King Face himself. You understand what I'm saying? He did go to MReck show and said that he was in East Baltimore a week or two before. And that was a good thing because that shows that he was a man of his word. Evidently, he was here and he was speaking to somebody in reference to doing something. But the whole thing was when people see things, they like to see things from their own perspective. You like to see things from their own perspective. Nobody knows just what a person may have going on in their own lives. You understand what I'm saying? And the first thing someone might say is, oh, this person is twisted. This person is twisted. Not knowing that this person is caring for an ill parent amongst a multitude of other things. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just not made personal. But to have this person that I respect so very much tell me that she thinks that it would be a good idea for me to remove that video, I respected her that much to do so. Because I can be a very stubborn person. And say, this is my creativity. And who are you? Who are you to tell me how to be creative? But this person knows to the degree which I respect her. So, your wish has been granted, my queen. But I would like to touch on a few of the things, that I spoke on in the Queen's Flip video. Not the Queen's Flip video, Lord. The King Face video. When I made the video, I saw him, and he had did the debate with my son, and he was going around, he was making the rounds, and he was doing the debates as to why Trump was the better choice. And I wanted a piece of that pie. You know what I mean? I wanted a piece of that pie. I wanted to debate him. Because I say, I used to always say, stop screaming, brother. Stop screaming, brother. Stop screaming. You know, screaming doesn't get your point across. It just makes the octaves go up. Screaming doesn't get a point across. You know, and I very much wanted to actually debate the brother on different subjects. But unfortunately, I never got a chance to. But it appears that there's been some scandal attached to his death. Okay? And this and the scandal that's been attached to his death, I'm not rocking with. I'm not rocking with it at all. I'm like this. I'm like this. This man is passed. Okay? This man is passed. This man, from what I'm getting, the man has children. The man has a wife. Okay? If nothing else, people should have enough common decency to let that man's family grieve in peace. Grieve in peace. I came to just merely tell a story. To tell a lighthearted story. But to come and bash that man, and, you know, especially when you do it when he's not here to defend himself. Especially when you do it when he's not here to defend himself. It's totally, you know what I mean, unfair. It's totally unfair, to say the least. But now you have his family, his wife, his children, that have to bear that. To have to bear that. You know, was my dad this? Was my dad this? Was my husband this? You know, you have to look at yourself. Look at one only has to look at themselves. And say if the shoe was on the other foot, would I appreciate it? And 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You know, the whole thing is, we as a society, we have to start looking in that mirror. We have to stop walking past the mirror and glancing in it. We have to start looking in that mirror and actually seeing who it is we really are. But a lot of us can't do that because a lot of us can't stand the actual image that mirror shows us, and are not willing to do the work to improve that image. So instead, would rather downplay someone else's image, you know, just to make theirs look a little better. You know, my words in this video weren't exact. but I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take this video out the same way I normally take it out. And that's great minds think alike. And everybody has greatness. Everybody. You just never know when someone's going to come along and pull that greatness up out of you. So to the next time, like, subscribe, comment, share. It's your boy C Major. Rest in peace to the King Face. And we out of here.